All right, here we are, our 2023 Suntracker Bass Buggy 18 DLX, or Suntracker Bass Buggy 18 Deluxe. This is the 40th anniversary for Suntracker boats. It's the 40th anniversary model for the for this Bass Buggy here. This is a one-owner boat. It's been used entirely in freshwaters here of Lake Loudoun, which is a section of the Tennessee River. This current slip is transferable if somebody wants a boat here in the Knoxville area and you know, is in need of an entire setup. If you're getting into boating and do a little fishing and cruising and want the convenience of having the boat in the slip ready for you, all you gotta do is show up and load your gear up, hop in, and take off and go. This slip can be transferred to you. This one's rated for 8. It's powered with a Mercury 75 horsepower 4-stroke outboard motor. There's no engine hour meter on this one. We'll see if we can't get the engine hours read at some point in the early stages of the listing. Until then, do check out our website. There will be a direct link down in the video description. It'll be there for your convenience, but otherwise our website address is www.yournewboat.com. Now if you pull that direct link out of the video description, that's going to take you right to the photo slideshow page, or right to the kind of the detailed listing page of this one at our website, which we're going to find current asking price, all of our contact information. You'll be able to reach out to us by phone, by text, or by email, whatever's most convenient for you. We do like to remind you, if you call us on the phone, get our voicemail, make sure you leave us a message. If you do want to return a phone call, we're frequently in areas without cell service, so if you don't take time, leave us a message. We will not know that you called. If you'll leave us a detailed message, let us know which listing you're looking at, what questions you have. As soon as we either finish with the client or return to cell service area, we'll be able to return that call and have all those questions answered for you at the time of our return call. So there's that 75 horse Mercury 4-stroke. 38-gallon fuel tank sits just right in front of it. We've got 24-inch diameter aluminum pontoons. That is a 4-step swim boarding ladder. We've got 3 entry gates. That's one of them right there just forward to that swim boarding ladder. The largest one's over there on the port side. That's about a 30-inch gate opening right there, maybe a 30.5 inch. And then we've got another small one up here on the bow, which is also where we've got our Minn-Kota power drive 55-pound thrust trolling motor is deployed right now. Got 4 pop-up cleats on this one for mooring. Of course, you can see we've got the Bimini top overhead. There is a storage cover for that Bimini top as well. And as I step inside, we've got the really popular, this is the beach weave vinyl flooring. This is kind of a low maintenance vinyl flooring option that's pretty much kind of taken over the industry. Seems to be the preferred flooring for just about everything right now. It's got a little padding to it. It is going to clean up easily, much easier than, say, carpet. As you notice, we've got like a little kind of a rubber style door stop right there that kind of sits into. I do appreciate that. Sometimes those are like a hard plastic. I like how this one's kind of a little bit of a give to it, so whenever you do drop that door in there, might be less prone to getting broken, might last a little bit longer. So this is the fishing layout. This is the 18 Bass Buggy Deluxe. So we do have those fishing seats along with that optional trolling motor. Now, of course, that entire trolling motor can get removed from there. You can also leave the bracket, but otherwise this bracket would remain. You can actually stow the entire trolling motor away. That does have a separate deep cycle battery that is powered or provides power for that. We've got a small, like self-draining cooler up here, and this would be our starboard side bow corner. We've got an integrated cup holder as well as a rod holder right here. Now, just behind your starboard bow side fishing seat, we've also got rod holder storage for 2 rods right there. As far as just storage, another rod holder right here just behind this forward passenger seat right here. All these fishing seats are going to swivel. and have the ability to kind of turn those basically a quarter turn each time before they hit another stop point. There's just a little handle right in there. Now coming around here to the other side, this one's a little bit different. We still have the rod holder and the integrated cup holder. This one is going to be a live well for us right here. That's your aerator right there. And that's going to pull water right from the lake to fill that and continue to aerate that as needed. So again, there's your other kind of swivel bow fishing seat right there. There's that larger entry gate. Back here at our driver's helm, let's pause a moment here. I pointed out that rod holder over there on that far starboard side. You got two more cup holders right here towards the center of the boat. This is a Kicker AM, FM, auxiliary input, Bluetooth stereo with 4 speakers. I believe I got that right. Turn on here and confirm those facts for you. I think I gotta have the key on for that. Now we can power that up. So, Kicker, there's your FM. There's your AM, Bluetooth, and auxiliary input. Yeah, I believe I did have that right. Little courtesy light right here. Turns on with just a push of a button. Do have a 12-volt power outlet right here at your driver's helm as well. Another cup holder right here. And here is our Garmin. This is a GPS Chartplotter / depth and fish finder right here. This can tell you a lot of information. There's different screens for this. You can have this display the full fish finder sonar. You can have it display the full chart plotter. We've got kind of a the combo screen right now where we've got the chart plotter on top, fish finder and sonar down here on the bottom. That's our depth right there. There's your water temperature just below that. There's your battery amps right there, 12.5 volts. That looks like that's our time of day. Up here at the very top, you've got a GPS speed reading, your GPS heading, so it's essentially a compass integrated in there. And then of course your depth finder right there. That's in 2 different display areas with this particular layout. But again, there's your chart right there. It's going to help you navigate. You'll be able to zoom that in and out, let you see where you're at. And then of course your sonar right there as well. Your engine instrumentation is fairly basic on these Bass buggies. You do have a tachometer right here and a fuel gauge. We've got a functional horn. And we've got some integrated courtesy lights. You're going to have a switch for your live well aerators, and then also your navigation lights. Oh, that's our courtesy lights right here. Navigation lights are right here. Read that wrong. I was trying to figure out why that wouldn't go back to the center position. Those courtesy lights, let me turn those on. Those are kind of clever. You see a little bit of light right here. Now, when this, of course, when this is a lot darker, these lights probably come in a lot more handy. Another little light right underneath our L-shaped bench seat, and another one right back here near this rear door. And then we also have, it'll be hard to see with the sun here, we've also got a pair of LED lights into that Bimini frame. It's going to kind of help light up this entire area right here. So, all right, let's turn that back off. Everything's off down there now. There's our capacity plate. This one is rated for 8. Swivel driver's seat. That's going to essentially do the same thing those fishing chairs are going to go. Every quarter turn, it's going to have a little catch point where it will kind of lock into position. And simply reach underneath and give it another pull. Maybe it's every... Oh, maybe it just stops in the center. Let's see, did it just catch right here? Yeah, it just stops up there in the front then. Otherwise, you're going to be a swivel of each way. A small little mark on this driver's seat. I want to go ahead and point that out to you so we don't forget to mention that before this video tour is. And then underneath our L-shaped bench seating, we do have storage integrated in underneath there. These seat cushions are on a hinge, which I do happen to enjoy. You've got the roto-molded plastic seat bases. We've got some life jacket and an anchor and rope, or anchor and rode, tucked away under there. And then this one's also got a clever little hinge right there as well. We've got our storage for the Bimini top laying down there as well. And we'll give that one a little push, and notice how it all kind of fits right back in there nice and snugly. 2 more cup holders behind this L-shaped bench seat. Now we're over here in your port side rear corner. There's your third swivel fishing seat, another rod storage rack right there. It's going to take 2 more rods. You're going to have rod storage for 4 rods and reels. I already mentioned that cup holder there. And then over here on the back of the boat, you've also got an additional aerated live well as well. Rod holder integrated in, cup holder as well. And this back portion is going to be for your marine start battery. That's 24 marine start battery. And your 4th swivel fishing seats over here on your starboard side rear corner, nearest this rear entry gate. Again, this is going to lift up, kind of go into place. You can kind of see where that flexes a little bit right there. Getting that 4-step swim boarding ladder. I think I pointed that out when we first got underway. And then there's that 75 horse Mercury 4-stroke outboard motor. That does have power tilt trim. And again, we're going to try to get the engine hours for that over at our website eventually at some point, either before this listing goes live or shortly afterwards, as soon as we are able to. Another feature that I want to point out to you, we've got these little storage pockets on the corners. All 4 corners of the Bimini top here, so this would be a great place for you to kind of keep some maps out, maybe even stash your wallet when you're out, your wallet and your keys, something like that. These are all going to be kind of deeper pockets. Obviously these taller ones a little bit deeper, but storage is very handy on any boat. You can almost never have too much of it. So that trolling motor battery, in case you're wondering, that's actually tucked underneath our driver's helm right there, nicely put away. And then on our trolling motor, we've got the foot controls right here. Now whenever you lean this or tilt this to the left, that turns left as well. And here's the right side. That whole thing's going to move to the right. Whenever you want to go one way or the other, you kind of hit the center button right here. That's going to be your speed right there. And of course there's different speed settings for that. Turn it the other way, give it a little thrust, and there it goes, going the other way. But you see, let me turn that motor a little bit more. You can see that little water being thrusted up there. So there's how that Minn-Kota power drive trolling motor operates. And when you know what you're doing, it's actually not bad at all to raise this up and down. I do believe there is a release point for it. Oh, this one right here actually. And then that whole thing just kind of lifts up. You want to pull this back as far as you can. Oops, sorry for the shaky camera movement there. I thought I could do it one-handed. And this one right here, needs to be pulled up a little bit higher. There we go. Kind of lock that into place right there, and that's what's kind of locking into place right there. Of course, you've also got another safety catch right here. That's what I neglected to push down when I first attempted that. And then that can close. And then you can also save on that trolling motor battery some by disconnecting that, so it's not getting any amps drawn whenever it's not being used. So that's pretty much going to start to wrap things up for us here today. This one comes in, it is an 18 model. I believe it's 18 is the length on the deck. I believe your LOA, length overall, of course that's just going to go to the transom. I believe that comes in about 20 feet. You're probably looking at about 22 feet for your true LOA if you're including that motor, so that might matter depending on where you're headed with it. Again, we do have the 24-inch diameter pontoons. All right, traditionally this is where we're going to show you our wear and tear, and we pointed at a small little nick on the driver's seat out earlier. I believe there's only 2 other signs of wear on this. Little bit of just scratch on this kind of this roto molded plastic side. Actually part of that was a cobweb there, but you do have just a few little marks right here where something's rubbed against it. And that's if you're being really picky. Now step on off over here on the front, we do have a little bit of an impact on your kind of rub rail goes around there. You can see it's bumped into something right there. pontoons and splash guards are all still in good shape. And here's your little look underneath the deck. Now there is transferable warranty on both the boat and the Mercury 75 horse 4-stroke outboard motor. Outboard motor is going to have transferable warranty through, I believe it's August 12th of 2025, and the boat itself is going to have some transferable warranty. There's 3 different levels of warranty for the boat. The longest one is going to go through let's see, August 12th of 2032. You've got another warranty for the boat. I want to say also it's going to expire about the same time that engine warranty does. And then the middle stage, I believe that's going to take you to maybe 2029, I believe. So there's 3 different segments of that warranty. One is 3 years from the day of the original purchase. The next one I believe is 7 years when it's transferred, and then the other one's 10 years. So of course that 10-year one's going to be kind of like the hull and deck, or the pontoon and deck warranty. That's the longest one. Then you've got one for the electrical components. I believe that's the 3-year. And then you've got some other component warranties such as your upholstery and things like that. So top speed on this one as it sits right now ran out just under 19 miles an hour, I believe was our top speed. That was with one in the boat, about a quarter tank of fuel. And we do have kind of some windy conditions today, but we ran it both with the wind and against the wind, and it did not make a whole lot of difference. We do have 3-blade aluminum propeller on that 75 horse Mercury 4-stroke outboard motor. It does have the California emissions rating, and then I believe, so I did mention there's storage for 4 rod and reels, or 4 rods. I believe we've got 4 rod holders. That's going to be a holder for your rod while you have a line out. That's the difference. This is your storage rack for when your rod's not in use. This is for storing when you do have a line out. That's your rod holder. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And cup holders, I believe I counted 8 earlier. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yes, so you got 4 rod holders and storage for all of those, as well as a beverage for all 8 of the passengers that you might have on board. And again, full list of specifications, features, all of our contact information, as well as current asking price. That is all done over at our website. For your convenience, there's going to be a direct link down in that video description, take you right to the listing page for this one, where you're going to kind of see just a walk around tour of photographs. If something maybe caught your eye in the video tour, you can go look at those photographs and find out, maybe was it just a shadow, or is there something else there. Do you have a little bit of cobwebs down there on that port side pontoons? I'm not sure how well that was detected or not during the video. When we do see any wear or tear, we try to show it to you. We do our best to represent all of our listings as accurately as possible, and additionally everything is offered subject to buyer inspection. So anybody that wants to make arrangements, come see this boat in person, submit an offer, anything like that, please reach out to us through the website. We do not monitor YouTube comment page, so if you do have any questions about this one, please be sure use that link down in that video description. Again, that's just there for your convenience to get you right over to the listing page for this one. It's going to have all that information that you're after. And as we conclude, there's going to be 2 things popping up on the corners of your screen. Top left-hand corner is going to be a shortcut to take you over to our current listings playlist. If you're wanting to see everything else we have in inventory without leaving YouTube, that's where you're going to want to go. Go over to our YouTube channel. You can also go to that directly at youtube.com/yournewboat. But again, as this video wraps up, you're going to see a shortcut to go to that current listings playlist, that top left-hand corner. Top right-hand corner is going to be a shortcut to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, that's a great way to get notified anytime a new video post, a new listing comes to market, you'll get notified by YouTube and Google if you have subscribed to our channel. So we encourage you to do so if you haven't already. And that's going to do it for this one. Again, it's the 2023 Suntracker Bass Buggy 18 DLX 40th Anniversary Edition. And again, this one does have that upgraded 75 horsepower Mercury 4-stroke outboard motor with the transferable slip here on the beautiful fresh waters of Lake Loudoun, Tennessee, near Knoxville, Tennessee. And I thank you again for joining us.